Welcome to this exercise on the industry cost curve approach. Here I have for 6 suppliers the costs they have for producing a good and the capacity they could supply to the market. In addition to this, I know that total market demand amounts to 50,000 units. The market price is at 150 euros, and my objective is that I need to determine the situation in the market and calculate the total profit of all those companies active in the market. Well, let's start with this by taking the table we had before and ordering this by costs. Ordering this by arranging the costs in an ascending fashion, and then also noting the capacity for the respective suppliers. In addition to this table, we're going to calculate cumulative capacity to make the construction of our graphic, which illustrates the situation, a bit easier. Cumulated capacity means we're going to take the cumulated capacity from the group before this and add the capacity of this supplier. So, well, it starts at 0, so 0 plus 9,000 giving me 9,000. Here I have 9,000 plus 13,000, 22,000. Here 22 plus 10 gives 32. Here 32 plus 10 gives 42. Here 42 plus 2 gives 44, and here 44 plus 11 gives 55. That's everything, as I said, what I need for the construction of this graph. And I start down here at 0, 0. And on the x-axis, I'm going to note my cumulated capacities, and on the y-axis, the costs. So I start at 0, then I go to 9,000, 22,000, 32,000, 42, 44,000, 55,000. For the height of the resulting boxes from this, because, well, if I mark here, make a line up here, up here, up here, I get one box per supplier. For the height of the boxes, I simply take the costs. So it starts with the smallest one, with 90, 100, 110, 120, 140, 150. Well, if we look closely at this, if I just mark each of these boxes in the middle and connect those dots, what I will get is something like a market supply curve. And then, well, based on this information and on the additional information I have from the exercise, I could first add the market demand here, which in our situation was 50,000, and the preset market price, which in this situation coincided with the highest bidder in the market, so with the most expensive supplier. Well, how to proceed with the task, where we will first ask to determine the situation in the market? Well, we first need to determine which companies become active in the market. Active to the market become all those companies who have at least part of their production on the left of the market demand. And well, this includes all 6 of them. First 5, D, F, C, A, and E, supply all the capacity they have, and B just supplies part of his capacity. To calculate how much they actually supply, we can consider this difference here. Well, this one starts at 44 because this is the cumulated capacity. This market demand is at 50,000. So this area is just the difference between those two. So here we have 6,000 which are supplied by the most expensive one, by B. And well, with this information, I can then go calculate the profit, which is just market price minus costs of the respective supplier times the quantity they supply. For the first 5, it's just the capacity as listed here, so 9,000, 13, 10, 10, 2,000. For the last one, as I said, he will supply only 6,000. That's why here it's multiplied with 6,000. Well, since they also get at market price their own costs, they will not become active well, they become active in the market, but they do not generate any profits at all. Well, that's the profit calculation, yielding me a result of 1,910,000. And I can also see this profit in this graph because it's the white shaded area below the market price here. So this area here is my total profits of all the companies active in the market. In economics, this would be more or less comparable to the producer surplus. Well, with those comments, we're at the end of this unit. So I hope you enjoyed. I say goodbye and see you next time.